Let's rock and roll. Steve Harvey is peeking in on us today. It's Thursday, January the 21st. And here we go. So for our review, just pretend that you're the manager at UEC Theater in Rocky Mount. Ticket sales, of course, have plummeted due to COVID. And you set a goal to increase your ticket sales from $3,000 to $5,000 a month by the summer. How are you going to accomplish that? Some of my kids said, of course, like promotional deals, giving sales. One student actually said that maybe they could do like a drive-in, which would be kind of cool. Get a big projector with the brand new movies that are out, charge like $5 a car, have their employees on skates coming out to the parking lot or either with sneakers and delivering food. So I thought that was a good idea too. Now for our new stuff, we talked about the organizing function of management today. Yep. All right, so remember day one was planning. Day two of the concepts of management is organizing. So how are you going to organize your resources to accomplish your goal that you set yesterday? So under organizing, you're going to figure out, okay, what exactly do we need to do? What needs to get done? What jobs need to be checked off? Who's going to do what? So if you got somebody that's doing a job for your goal, like let's say, we'll stick with a movie theater. So let's say, for your ticket sales, you are going to do the drive-in video, the drive-in movies. So maybe you have somebody in charge of scheduling your employees to be outside taking orders. So they need to know who they report to. And then their employees, need to know that they need to report to maybe that shift supervisor. And you got to figure out, okay, division of labor. Who's good at what? How, the people that are taking money, as the people pulling the parking lot, what are those people going to be doing exactly? Are they going to be telling them where to park? Are they going to have a pouch for cash? Are they going to have a machine for a credit card? How are we going to do all that stuff? So who's going to do what? That's what that division of labor is. So whoever is good, has certain skills, then the boss is going to make sure that they're doing that job. So if they have a good personality, maybe they'll be the people that are bringing the people in. If they're pretty quick on their feet, then maybe they could be the runners to the car for the food. So putting organizing into action. So for that ice cream shop that we had yesterday, we decided that we're going to increase sales by getting some type of advertising going. We're going to get a food truck. So who are you going to put in charge of that whole getting that food truck process? Student said, well, I'm going to hire a driver. We're going to do some interviews. Brian said that he wanted it to be a clown. So I guess that clown would go through the interviewing process. You have to do a background check to make sure he's not a pedophile. I would probably have, make sure he's got some experience as a clown. And that he knows who to report to. So when the truck is out of inventory, who does the clown go to? Does he come to you? Or do you have somebody else that actually orders inventory for the ice cream truck? So those are some things to talk about, or think about when you're trying to organize resources to meet a goal. All right, so after we've got our resources together, we got to have some employees to do the work. So we got to find people that would fit that job description. Of course, you have to pull them in for an interview. Ask them, 6, 7, 8 interview questions. How did you hear about our company? Why do you want to work for our company? What are your greatest strengths? What are your greatest weaknesses? What are your certifications? How many years of experience do you have? When you decide on the person you want to hire, you got to train them. You got to orient them. And then you got to pay them. So you hire them, and then you're going to set them up with payroll, whether it's direct deposit or a check. Most people choose direct deposit. And you have to decide, okay, you know, what are some other compensations? Do I want to give them maybe 2 weeks paid vacation? Do I want to give them a week of sick leave? Am I going to give them like a retirement, 401k? And then also you need to discuss, you know, with them what skills will be needed in the future. We had 2 videos that went along with these 2 sections. The first video is about Apple, which is on the organizing section of management. So it's just talking about the structure of Apple.
One of the keys to Apple is Apple's an incredibly collaborative company. And so, you know how many committees we have at Apple?
No.
0. We have no committees.
No committees.
We are organized like a startup. One person's in charge of iPhone OS software. One person's in charge of Mac hardware. One person's in charge of iPhone hardware engineering. Another person's in charge of worldwide marketing. Another person's in charge of operations. We're organized like a startup. We're the biggest startup on the planet. And we all meet for 3 hours once a week, and we talk about everything we're doing, the whole business. And there's tremendous teamwork at the top of the company, which filters down to tremendous teamwork throughout the company. And teamwork is dependent on trusting the other folks to come through with their part without watching them all the time, but trusting that they're going to come through with their parts. And that's what we do really well. And we're great at figuring out how to divide things up into these great teams that we have and all work on the same thing, touch bases frequently, and bring it all together into a product. We do that really well. And so what I do all day is meet with teams of people and work on ideas and solve problems to make new products, to make new marketing programs, whatever it is.
And are people willing to tell you you're wrong?
Yeah.
I mean, other than snarky journalists. I mean, people that work.
Oh, yeah. No, we have wonderful arguments.
And do you win them all? Or?
Oh, no, I wish I did. No, see, you can't.
So just about the organizational structure at Apple, it's kind of cool that, you know, I mean, people have bosses, but it's not like an extremely long line of authority. So everybody has their own job, and then, you know, they may report to management, you know, when they come together as a team. But like if you have a question, it's not like you have a line of authority to go through to get your question asked. And I really like that about Apple. The next one is on training video. Is a training video for Quick Lube. So this will be under your staffing section.
Safely got in the vehicle over the bay. And once you do have the vehicle properly in place, you'll begin your multi-point inspection process by first checking out your lights and your wiper blade condition. With checking the lights, you do want to check both the high beam and low beam lights, as well as your turn signals and hazard lights. As you begin to proceed with doing the top side of the vehicle, you'll first begin by removing the oil cap and placing it in the hood latch area. This is to help ensure that we don't accidentally close the hood without securing the oil cap back down. You'll also check your oil level on arrival to ensure that it is to the full mark, washer fluid, and then moving to the right to check each other fluid level as well.
So just a training video on how Quick Lube actually does their inspections. Yeah. And that's actually what we covered today. We do have a little section on what would you do as far as who would you hire for your ice cream truck. There he is. Oh, where'd he go? There you go. So who are you going to hire? Are you going to hire that clown for your ice cream truck? Are you going to get an employee that currently works for you and then train them on driving an ice cream truck? Are you not going to have a clown? So what are you going to look for in a new ice cream truck driver? And that's what we talked about today. Just make sure that you go into Canvas, do your exit ticket, and then also we're continuing to do presentations. Have a good day.